and respected opponents. The affirmative team stands firm in advocating for governments to prioritize renewable energy investment over traditional fossil fuels to effectively address pressing environmental challenges. Like we all know that renewable energy is energy derived from natural sources that are replenished at a higher rate than they are consumed. Sunlight and wind, for example, are such sources that are constantly being replenished. So, the development of renewable energy is very important, especially to replace natural resources that cannot be renewed. Firstly, the urgency of climate change demands swift action. This scientific consensus is clear that carbon emission from burning fossil fuels are major contributors to global warming. By prioritizing renewable energy, government can significantly reduce carbon footprints, mitigating the impact of the climate change and fostering a sustainable future for generations to come. Um, Secondly, uh, renewable energy sources offer long-term economic benefits. Investment in solar, wind, and hydropower technologies not only contribute to a cleaner environment but also stimulate job growth and innovation. Transitioning to a renewable energy economy can create a plethora of jobs in research, development, and implementation, ensuring a sustainable and resilient workforce. Uh, Furthermore, the dependency of finite fossil fuels resources poses geopolitical risks. By shifting towards renewables, nations can enhance their energy security, reducing vulnerability to geopolitical tensions and price fluctuations associated with traditional fossil fuels. This strategic shift fosters stability and resilience in the face of an ever-changing global landscape. The most the most profitable benefit if we can use renewable energy is less global warming. Human activity is overloading our atmosphere with carbon dioxide and other global warming emissions. These gases act like a blanket, trapping heat. The result is a web of significant and harmful impact, from stronger, more frequent storms to drought, sea level rise, and extinction. In the, in the United States, about 29% of global warming emissions come from our electricity sector. Most of those emissions come from fossil fuels like coal and natural gas. Additionally, investing in renewable energy aligns with the public's growing demand for environmentally responsible policies. Citizens worldwide are increasingly concerned about the environmental impact of energy production. Governments that prioritize renewable not only fulfill their duty to protect the planet, but also giant public trust and support, creating a harmonious relationship between the state and its constituent. In conclusion, prioritizing renewable energy investment is not merely an ecological choice. It is an imperative response to the environmental challenges we face today. By embracing clean energy solutions, governments can lead the way towards a sustainable, economically robust, and environmentally responsible future. The affirmative team urges you to recognize the pivotal role renewable energy plays in addressing the pressing environmental issues of our time. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished judges and esteemed colleagues, the opposition team present and Winston's perspective on the motion advocating for governments to prioritize renewable energy investment over traditional fossil fuels to address environmental challenges. First and foremost, we acknowledge the importance of environmental sustainability. However, we argue that an abrupt shift from traditional fossil fuels to renewable energy sources might not be as straightforward as it seems. The, the transition involves significant economic implications as industries heavily reliant on fossil fuels may face disruptions, leading to job losses and economic instability. Moreover, the scalability and reliability of renewable energy sources remain challenges. While advancements have been made, the intermittent nature of renewable, such as solar and wind, poses challenges in providing a consistent and reliable energy supply. Until these issues are effectively addressed, a sudden shift should jeopardize energy security and economic stability. Furthermore, the cost of transitioning to renewable energy should be carefully considered. Initially, investment in renewable technologies are often substantial, and governments must be balance environmental goals with economic feasibility. This requires carefully planning and a paced approach to ensure a smooth transition without causing economic hardship for business and consumers. Additionally, we must acknowledge the role of innovation in fossil fuels technologies. Ongoing research and development in carbon capture and storage or CCS technologies shows promising potential in reducing the environmental impact of traditional fossil fuels. Governments should not disagree these advancements and should incentivize further research to make fossil fuel usage more sustainable rather than abandoning them entirely. In short, even though renewable energy provides many benefits, there are several disadvantages of renewable energy. Following are some of the disadvantages of renewable energy are: first is dependence on natural factors. Renewable energy is highly dependent on natural factors such as weather or seasons. For example, wind and solar energy can only be generated when there is sufficient wind and sunlight. This makes renewable energy production difficult to predict and stabilize. Second is high initial cost. Although renewable energy is cheaper in the long term, the initial cost of building the infrastructure and technology needed to produce renewable energy can be very expensive. Third, technological imitation. Even though renewable energy technology continues to develop, there are still several types of technology that are not yet fully mature and have limitations in terms of energy production. Fourth, a large area of land it required some types of renewable energy, such as biomass energy or wind power, require large areas of land to produce significant amounts of energy. Therefore, this can have an impact on the loss of productive land or protected areas that should be protected. So in the conclusion is the opposition team doesn't dispute this importance of addressing environmental challenges. However, we advocate for a balanced approach that considers the economic implication, the reliability of energy sources, and the potential for innovation in traditional fossil fuels technologies. A pragmatic and paced transition will ensure a sustainable future without compromising economic stability. Thank you.